Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can contact me. Those of you who think you need counseling, the husband, the wife, the brother, the sister, the uncle, the auntie, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, please get in touch with me at 339-1670. Those of you who have properties to sell or looking for property to buy, you can also contact me. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Now remember, you can view us at Facebook or on our Real Talk page, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Like and share as we go live. Those of you on YouTube, TT Real Talk, hit the bell and you will know when we go live. Now viewers, we understand that there have been a prison break. 8 prisoners have been on the run, but thank God, 5 of them have been captured, and we just received word that 1 more have been found, and we are just awaiting confirmation of the name of the individual who have been found. Brent Johnson found, Joshua Janet found, Kerry Valentino found, Stephen Austin found, Mikhail Mohammed found. So on screen are the pictures of the individual that had a short taste of freedom. Very, very short. We understand that 1 have been found a short while ago. That makes number 6. 2 more still missing. I am just awaiting confirmation on the 6th individual, on his identity, to release to you, the public. Now viewers, Prison Commissioner Gerard Wilson believed that a hacksaw blade was used by 8 prisoners to escape from the Golden Grove Prison in Raymond Yard. He also admits that it is difficult to find hacksaw blade in prison, since a comprehensive search would need to be done on a regular basis to find such a device. Take a look at this video.
Just after 6, probably about 6:30, I received a call from the Deputy Commissioner of Operations that 8 persons were missing from their cell in the remand. It's obvious based on my experience, I know if 8 persons are missing from the cell, they would have escaped. So I went to the remand. I saw for myself firsthand where they passed. It was in cell 6 in the south wing. And when I looked in, I asked about the hole, and then they showed me to the top left-hand corner that there was a hole not more than 12 inches in diameter, probably a square. So they took out a brick and they cut 2 bars. And well, without getting the facts and the preliminary report, I would assume that a hacksaw blade was used. Sometimes I'll tell you, I'm not making excuses, but sometimes hacksaws are very difficult to find. And you know, we try to operate in a system that could do with some improvement in terms of the configuration, the overcrowding. Sometimes in a cell, like in that particular cell, we would have had 8 persons. Sometimes it's pretty difficult because everybody would have their own personal items. So it's difficult to do a comprehensive search all the time. So we do searches, we have bars and bolts, we do searches all the time, and sometimes it's difficult to pick up these things depending on where it's hidden. So I assume that they would have used a hacksaw because the bars are cut very.
Now viewers, you have been hearing the voice of Gerard Wilson, the Commissioner of Prison. Now, to find a hacksaw in prison, it's a scary thing. But I want to ask the question, how did the hacksaw blade reach in prison? That is what I want to ask the public. Because if he confirmed that a hacksaw blade was used, how did the hacksaw blade got past security? 237-3135. Feel free to call in, viewers, voice your concern and your opinion, because this is a matter of national security. I understand that the individuals who got a dash of a short taste of freedom and were captured, they were murderers. They were murderers. I could imagine how the victims felt, how their family felt. They probably went into hiding immediately when they understand that these are the individuals that broke out from prison. How did the hacksaw blade reach in prison? This is my concern. And this should also be your concern, the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. So feel free to call in 237-3135. Our phone lines are open. Let us hear from you, the viewers of Real Talk. Now, in staying with this, last night when I aired the video about the school beating, the mother was here. I want you, the public, to call in and voice your opinion on what do you think the minister should implement in school to eradicate violence in school and to eradicate bullying in school. You see, before they come up with some careless decision, I want these ministers and the advisors who are locked on to Real Talk, I want them hear what the public have to say. You understand? I want them to understand what the public is looking for, what type of implementation that they are looking for. Caller, good night.
Good night.
You're live on Real Talk, go right ahead.
Yes. How the hacksaw blade getting them? Right?
Yep.
When the visitors go to visit their loved ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do a routine check.
Yes.
So the visitors cannot carry it in. So I am blaming the prison officers and them.
I understand. Thank you very much, my friend. How did the hacksaw blade reach in prison? It is a matter of national concern. Yes, they escaped. According to the commissioner of prison, they used a hacksaw blade, which he confirmed, which you all heard his voice. So now I want to know, what are they going to put in place now to prevent another hacksaw blade from going into prison? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Said, you see from the Commissioner of Prisons, everybody come down to the man outside the prison walls that's selling sweet drink or doubles or some kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them should be fired.
I understand
Because
what you're saying.
we, over and over, have been talking and complaining about what is taking place in the prisons.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Every
true.
other week we seen videos coming out from the prison.
Yes.
Man smoking weed in the prison.
Yes.
People watching TV in the prison. And it's only a kind of joke. Every single prisoner from Golden Grove prison should be outside on the streets running all over the place all now. Because that is what it is about. Is a set of lackadaisical people who likes to portray themselves anywhere there's a media situation taking place, to come out and talk a set of rubbish and mama guide the population. We know what is going on in the prison system. The prison system is a business of prison officers and everybody from on top come down. They're making millions of dollars off of the prisoners and inside it. So when they come and talk this kind of nonsense, them feel they're fooling we. If they really want to straighten out the prison system and make that what a prison supposed to be, they could do that if they want to. But they wouldn't do it because, again, this is Trinidad. People don't care nothing. People don't concern nothing about their job and what they are paid for. You understand? Just imagine 8 prisoners get away from and escape the prison compounds. You know? You understand what we're saying here? 8 prisoners get away and escape the prison compound. You know? So you telling me from the cell to outside of the prison. They couldn't have one bit of detection that could alarm anybody who's supposed to be keeping a watch
On
to
these
let them know that
prisoners.
a prison break is taking place.
Thank you, my friend. This is a matter of national security. Now, when these prisoners escape through this wall, let me tell you something. You don't just escape through a wall and escape into freedom, you know. You don't just do that. Around the prison, there are prison guards. There are cameras. Who gave them the exit to dash into the free world? This is what I want to know. Who gave them the exit to dash into the free world? And let me tell you something. If you had a hacksaw blade, come back to me, guys. If you have a hacksaw blade in the prison, definitely it would not be a whole hacksaw blade. It would not be a whole hacksaw blade. I am definitely sure it's a little piece. How long did they take to cut that bar? So my thing is, there is something in the mortar beside the pestle. And I want to know if these prisoners would be interrogated into how did they receive the hacksaw blade and who will be held for it. Will anybody be held or will anybody be accountable for this prison break? This dash for freedom? This is a matter of national security. Now listen this. Listen this carefully. What if, come back to me, guys. What if, as these prisoners came out into the free world, they had vehicles and guns waiting to go and assassinate witnesses that caused them to be behind bars? What if? This is my question to you. What if? How many families would have lost their loved ones today? Is that not a matter of national security? How many sons or how many daughters or how many loved ones would have been killed today because of that incident? You tell me. 237-3135. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my dear.
I just wanted to share with you that I think that among the 8 guys, they probably just do a little with the hacksaw, each one of them one by one, so nobody got tired, and over the night they hacksaw
The bar.
the jail bar, and that's how they escaped. So it was a team effort.
Well said.
So
What?
that's just my opinion.
Thank you very much for calling in. Who allowed the hacksaw blade to go in the prison? Who is the one that brought the hacksaw blade to the compound? Woo! You tell me. Would anybody be held for this? Or is it another matter that is going to be swept under the carpet? Who? Which mother? Which father? Which brother? Which sister? Which girlfriend brought the hacksaw blade to the compound before the prisoner got it? Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead, my dear.
Mr. Saieed, you see that incident what happened with those prisoners and them? That is careless and slackness. You know how much people, family, children could have been injured, killed today?
Yep.
You hear? There are amount of them. That is real slackness and whole working shift in the prisoner death.
Thank you, my dear, but I think we got cut off on your end. I do apologize. Think about it. Now, the talk in Trinidad and Tobago is that the prisoners escape. The prisoners escape, yes. We have the video where the helicopter was searching the Windy Hill. I was up to date whole day with officers, people from authority messaging me, keeping me up to date on the situation. You know, it's a sad thing that the helicopter got into difficulties. I understand that it was a technical problem. Now, we can't blame the helicopter. You understand? Because electronic device do fail. Anything working with current does fail at some point in time. So I can't blame anyone for the helicopter going down. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
You know, I was in the national security apparatus for over 35 years. And what happened here today is people inside, the corrupt elements, got their people into the system across the board, the police service, defense force, custom, immigration, prison. They are there for a purpose.
Yes.
To aid and abet wrongdoings. And one of these days I will come and see you. This problem we have will not be resolved because, like, when you look at the grouping of people there, they're from one ethnic background. So it's black brother helping black brother protecting black brother, and so on. Same thing in the police service, you know, when they commit offenses, in the police service, black brother protecting black brother, sister protecting sister, because they have to eat their food.
I understand what you're saying, Caller, but to be honest with you, I am really not on the... I understand what you're saying, but I am not on the race thing.
All right, good, all right.
But I understand what you're saying.
So the people who really deserving to get the job don't really get the job, you know, even from the exam point of view. So I think all of these things have to be relooked at and revisited so that the people deserving to get the job will get the job and they will perform and do a good job in the protective service across the board.
Proper qualifications.
That's right.
I understand.
And we wouldn't have this kind of problem, you know.
Thank you, my friend.
All right, thank you, Saeed.
My big question is, are we going to hold the individual that brought the hacksaw to the prison compound? Yes, we understand there was a prison break. Yes, we understand some were captured. My main question is, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Well, I understand the Minister of National Security is not in Trinidad, but I would like him to explain to the public or his advisors, where do we go from here? Should we expect another prison break? Should we? This time we might expect it with a bull cutter. Because if a hacksaw could go into the prison, if guns could go into the prison, well, then I expect a prisoner to drive out with a truck one of these days. You tell me. It might sound like a joke. But several persons could have been killed today as witness. Several innocent individuals could have lost their life today. Call a good night.
And a very good evening to you, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Prison officers' worst enemy is prison officers. There is phones all over that prison. I know I'm telling you. Right? And like digital have to close down the branch in jail. And one thing have to close down the branch in jail too. Now how on earth did that hacksaw get into prison?
That is my big question.
Prison officers, look, it's so sickening. They need to get their act together, and the commissioner of prison have to step up to the plate and stop making excuses. All the best. Have a great evening.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, like I have told you all recently, yesterday, night before, I am opening up a security company. I am also opening an intelligence gathering company, which will be able to assist police with information. Now, I have built myself. I have set a standard on Real Talk. I have pushed bills and pushed legislations, and you all have seen it come forward. Now, this intelligence gathering company that I am going to open is gathering information on the good, the bad, and the ugly. That is how I would put it. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The information on which I receive through my company would be passed on to certain departments. I am making it very clear, to certain departments in the TTPS. One thing I could tell all you, and I could be very, very frank and clear on it. Nobody ain't coming. No officers ain't coming in tactical gears to break down none of my door for information. I could tell all you that on national television. I want to know who carried the hacksaw blade into the prison compound. That is the key thing. I might find out talking about crime tonight, you know. But you know why I stressed in on it? Several people could have lost their lives today. Several witnesses who stood up. Outstanding citizens who stood up to put murderers behind bars. They could have lost their lives today. I didn't think about that. Yes, I understand that the TTPS, the prisoners, so the prison officers, they were out in their full number. Congratulations to them, to the Central Division, the officers. Congratulations to you all on a job well done. They executed their plan very well. To come out of the prison very well. But if they have sat down, or if they did sat down and executed properly with proper assistance from the outside, you know how many families or loved ones would have been dead today? The whole of Trinidad and Tobago understand that there was a prison break. But the whole of Trinidad and Tobago didn't understand how many families could have lost their loved ones today. And this is what I am bringing to you. The after effect of the prison break. So I want you, the public, and you, the advisors, and you, the supervisors of the prison, understand what could have happened today. I want you to understand how serious a prison break is. Every one of them that broke out today, they had a grade 1 and a grade 2 in murder. Guys, if you all could put up the names and the location and the grades of the individuals and them. And let the public understand, not just murderers, grade 1 and grade 2 murderers. Why am I stressing? Why am I keep talking about it? It's because families could have died today. Families could have died today. Grade 1, some grade 2, some in grade 3 of murder. You think they care about the witness? No, they don't care about witness. Come back to me, guys. And this is how serious it is. I could imagine the fear that gripped the mothers and the sons and the daughters and the fathers who stood against these men in court. I could imagine when their pictures released on TV and on printed press, I could imagine the fear that gripped them. Think about it. That could have been you. That could have been you. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. This is Real Talk.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Now, viewers, Minister of National Security, Stuart Young, said in Parliament on Monday that the murder rate in Trinidad and Tobago is down. Take a look at this video.
On a weekly basis, Madam Speaker, I account to the people of Trinidad and Tobago as to what is going on in national security. They're very aware of all that has been going on in national security, right? Madam Speaker, I don't talk about the statistics with the murder rate, etc. That's for the Commissioner of Police and his men and women to do. But I will say, Madam Speaker, it is actually down. It is actually down.
He leaves the statistics to the commissioner. But he is saying the murder rate is actually down. It is actually down, he is saying. Now, while he is saying that in Parliament, a robbery occurred today in the Faizabad area. Reports are that a security was shot at but returned fired. One is dead while the other is on the run. So viewers, do you think the murder rate is down in Trinidad and Tobago as our Minister of National Security said? Take a look at this video.
I hear something like a shot just now here. I hear hey, I hear more than one shot. I hear like a shot. Bang, bang. I hear something like a shot. Bang. I'm looking like no cut. That's somebody got cut here. Oh, I'm paying price about it. I said $1 value.
That was sent in to me today, viewers. It is, it is as it is. We have a call on the line. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Hear this. The tools, nobody is supposed to carry tools inside here. They have working people in there, and as a prisoner self must he give on the tool.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
The next prisoner. Because they have work all the time doing in the prison. So they have trusted prisoners.
Trusted prisoners in prison?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're walking all on the road without anything and nobody's studying them and things.
Nobody is studying them.
Happened there.
Okay, all right. Thank you for calling in. If that is the case, let me ask you this question. Yes, they have their gardening tools and their construction tools and whatever, but when they return back to the prison, is there an officer checking to make sure that all the tools or the equipment is accounted for? That is my question. That is my question. What you are seeing on screen is the bandit, the robbery that took place in Faizabad, when the security guard shot at one of the bandits. That is one of them there. That is one of them. Now, viewers, switching from this a little bit. 3 Venezuelan cargo boats docked at the King's Wharf, San Fernando, earlier today, bringing goods from Venezuela. Although the cargo boat docked in San Fernando, the Cedros port continues to be closed to all and any Venezuelan cargo coming in to Trinidad and Tobago. So listen to this. They couldn't come from the Western Peninsula, that is down in Cedros. So they decided to come down to the San Fernando jetty. So what the immigration officers need to do now, and I keep saying, monitor our border, patrol our borders. Since they closed off the Cedros port to any and every Venezuelans coming in, I want the minister to give the order now to shut the ports right around Trinidad to all Venezuelans coming in to Trinidad and Tobago. It doesn't matter what port they are coming from. Because yesterday you heard me saying the immigration officers are waiting on the Minister of National Security to give them the okay to allow the Venezuelans to come in through the Cedros port. Now I am saying I want an immediate lockdown of every port in Trinidad and Tobago concerning the influx of Venezuelans. This is what I am asking for now. And I know I have gotten the attention of those in authority. And they have understand that Saieed is not here to play games. Saieed is to make sure that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago got what they deserve. And what do we deserve? Proper security. That is what we deserve. Proper security. So I am calling. Now I understand that the Minister of National Security is not in Trinidad. But to the individual who is acting, this is your call. And I am asking you to secure the border right around Trinidad so that Venezuelans or immigrants coming in illegally to Trinidad and Tobago will not be able to enter our ports. This is what I am asking for now. Yes, you have heard me. You have closed down the port. So now we're asking for now the borders right around Trinidad to be locked down. It's not much I'm asking for. You see, when you want to fix certain things, it's certain steps you just have to go by. Certain steps you just have to go by. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Mr. Said.
Yes, sir.
I'm begging you for some help, but this 5 weeks now I know water.
Which part is that?
Around a Lampoon number somebody called Bungry Extension.
All right, here what to do.
Yeah.
Send my WhatsApp message now on 3391670.
Yeah.
And I will get somebody to look at it. Kimberly, good night to you, my friend. I know that you are locked on. I will send you a message shortly concerning this WhatsApp problem. Until I here to fix things, you know. I'm not studying about who is minister. I'm not studying about the PNM, neither the UNC, you know. Because at the end of the day, some party, they have to rule. My thing is about coming here and getting the job done for the citizen. If I'm talking with my mouth, and all I want to hear me, Lord, I need some assistance spiritually, because it have people who listening, who you give them a ears to hear, but they're actually playing dumb. So I need your help spiritually. Woo! I didn't come out here to skin and grin. I ain't spending $1 million a year. You understand? To come here and skin and grin. I don't ask nobody for funding. You never hear one day Saieed say, well, hey, I'll come and advertise now. No. That's for you to understand how I function. I will get the job done. I am not Tom. I am not Dick. I am not Harry. I am Saieed Ali. Caller, good night. Hello, you there? Now, viewers, switching from this, the Couva multi-training facility has been moved up from September 2019 to an opening date in July 2019. So you see, caller, good night. Hello, you're live on Real Talk. Go right ahead.
Hi, good night, sir. How are you?
Go right ahead. I'm fine.
I know everything in the country right now is under some kind of test right now because everybody right now, you know, not in the state of mind of comfort now. But I just want to interject something. You know, I just want to get to the point, right? That's okay?
Yes, go right ahead.
I say hang them and save the tax collectors' money. That's all I hang all of them.
Thank you, my friend. Excuse. This is one of the next thing that I am coming with. Hold on. Today, me and my lawyer had a very, very fruitful discussion. And she was saying, Saeed, I love what you did. I love how you push your bill, your legislation, and you got it passed. She said, but you know what I want you to do? Push no bail for whoever raped an individual under the age of 18. I said, you want that? She said, Saeed, too many of our underage girls are being raped and nobody seems to be doing anything about it. Caller, good night.
Good night, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
I want to talk to Mr. Saieed Ali, please. Thank you.
You're live on Real Talk. Go right ahead.
Hello?
Yes.
Mr. Saieed Ali, good night, sir.
Good night to you.
I'm a first-time caller from Princess Town.
Welcome, Princess Town.
Thank you very much. I want to stray from the point of the argument a little bit. We are ex-cabinet workers, retirees. And we have a serious problem. We have some enhanced pension plan to get since about 12 to 13 years now. And apparently nobody seems to care about us. And we made several attempts to get some information, and we're not getting with anybody at all.
Concerning your insurance plan?
Yes. We have some enhanced money to collect. And we are asking if you can give us a time or a date or somebody could come and see you, a couple of us to come and see you and discuss the issues.
Call me tomorrow at 339-1670 after 9 a.m.
339?
1670.
What time?
After 9 a.m.
After 9 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. So you see, viewers, when you start to push things, you see how I come out and start to talk about the Couva Hospital? What are we doing with it? Why it isn't built, yes, but why is it standing there without production? You say we have a U.S. shortage of currency in Trinidad and Tobago. My plan to you was inject $1 billion into it, bring it up to standard, and let outsiders come and do their surgery there instead of going to the United States. You're bringing the technology from the United States and you put it into the hospital. Just how we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, have to go to the United States and Canada and Europe to do operations that would cost us hundreds of thousands of US. I'm going to tell you something. You're bringing the same system into the Couva Hospital. And people coming right here from all around the Caribbean and doing their surgery right here in Couva Hospital in Trinidad and Tobago, and we're fixing the U.S. shortage in Trinidad and Tobago. I'll have $1 billion to build in Sandal, to wait probably 20 years before I get back all the investment, spend it on the Couva Hospital, and I'll rip in US dollars. Let me tell you, guys, come back to me. Let me tell you something. All I want to fix the US problem. When a businessman, I have a lot of business friends side, we join in a line for 2 hours. When we reach to the counter, we get in 20 US. That's all I could give we. That's all I could give we. A businessman with thousands of US in their account, and all I get in is $20. Really? And then the Minister of Finance will come out and say, we have a shortage of US. I give only a wonderful plan. I'm going to tell you something. If I had that $1 billion to invest, I would have gone to the Cuba hospital. Caller, good night.
Oh, good night.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Hello?
Yes, you're live. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I used to deliver goods to the prisons, right? And when I used to go there, they have a workshop inside of there doing metal work and thing, you know. It's not to say that anybody carrying the axe or be the keep it from the workshop. You understand?
No.
Inside the prison itself, you know.
I understand what you're saying, but look at this. If they're doing their workshop with metals, with tools, and they are supposed to be supervised by prison officers?
Yeah, but the thing about it, right? The thing about it is that when you be supervising, right? There's only going to be about 2 or 3 officers supervising about 20. When they turn their back, they could put a blade in their pocket, you know, and nobody wouldn't see them.
All right, but going back to their cell, and these individuals and them search?
Nah.
Really?
I don't think so.
So anybody could pick up anything from the tools room and carry it into a cell then?
Yeah,
according to what you're saying?
Yeah, there's a research, yeah. Because remember, they take them from the prison, from the cell, and carry them to the tool room to do the work. You understand?
Yes, yes.
It means always that they could carry back inside. They could even put it on their shoes, sole.
Wow.
And carry it in. There's only a little piece of needle, because they're going to be doing that for weeks and weeks and weeks until they get cut out.
Yes, but what I want to understand, after they finish their work, where are the officers now to supervise and to check that to make sure all the tools are there?
Well, that one I don't know. I can't tell you that one. But I look at my workshop inside already. You understand?
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for sharing that information with the public of Trinidad and Tobago and those beyond Trinidad. So we have learned something new. We have learned something new. So what the Commissioner of Prison needs to do now is to assign officers to make sure that when prisoners leaving their tools room and going back to their prison cell, they need to check to make sure every piece of tools are there. You see how information is coming, viewers? I tell you, I'm not here to play games, you know. I'm here for production. I'm here to make sure that the country is safe for my 2 sons to walk the road without fear. And I will not stop until God says, "Saieed, it's time for you to come home." Thank you, my friend, for that information. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead.
I would like to voice a concern on the grants of the children, the sick children, the disability grant. They have cut in the grants without telling anyone, and these sick children need these grants, and they're just cutting them without telling anybody.
That is social development.
And next thing too, I'd like to say something about a Cuba hospital. Everybody in this country is looking forward to that Cuba hospital for these children, children hospital. But these kind of children that is special, and nobody is doing anything about it.
The needy children and them, yes, I understand that, my friend.
You understand?
Yes.
Why is it doing these things to people? This is a bad thing this government doing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now, viewers, staying on the hospital. The construction of the Arima and Point Fortin Hospital is set to be completed in July 2019. So said Minister of Health, Terence D.L. Singh. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Said.
Go right ahead.
I want to touch back on a little news I hear tonight from the minister concerning the school security now.
Yes, go right ahead.
The minister was saying, when a visitor go onto the compound, the officer is supposed to interview the visitor, and if the visitor satisfies the officer, then the officer has to take the visitor to the principal office and not the classroom. That is all well said and good. Right? But the minister is still aware that they're only paying for one security officer on a shift in a primary school.
Yes.
So when the officer takes the visitor to the principal office, what goes on by the gate? Anybody can run in and do it. When you lead to one, carry the visitor to the principal office.
I understand what you're saying. The schools remain open to anything.
Yes, they must protect your entrance and exit. And the minister is saying you, the security officer, have to escort the visitor to the principal office. But when they're doing so, you leave the main entrance hooked up on attendance. So I don't know. One officer not sufficient for a private school.
Thank you, my friend. And that is a very valid point. Because I have been to schools, and it's only one security. Now, if you was to tell you how I so heated that the AC here like it's not even cooling me down. I tell you, this is how hot I is. I tell you, I'm sweating. You know why? It's because that's the heat generating. My director laughing, he says, "Side, you're on fire, even the AC can't cool you down." Oh, you know what's the next thing I'm going to heat up on? I'm going to touch on? Let me tell you something. Today, I had a discussion with a businessman. Not one, but quite a few. And many of them have been encouraging me, Saeed, listen this. Let me come closer, let me see me. If I see my face shining, I have no powder to come on camera. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of individuals paying for firearm. They are paying for their firearm. And they are being conned of their money. It is a white-collar crime in Trinidad. They are being conned between $30,000, $40,000, and $50,000. I'm telling watchmen now, when they have an intelligence company up and running, I ain't come out to play, you know. I come out to make Trinidad and Tobago safe. For a while now, they have been saying to me, Saeed, we are businessmen. Our business has been broken into several times for the month. They are being targeted. We paid up to $50,000 for a firearm, and we get conned. And nobody wants to refund our money. So businessmen out there, any businessmen who have been conned off their money, come see me. Come see me. It have Gilligans out there? Not a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
I do apologize for that, dear viewers. But businessmen out there, if you have been conned out of your $30,000 to $50,000, get in touch with me. Let me tell you something. My intelligence company that I am opening is to get information to go behind criminals. You know why I've decided to do that? Those in authority realize I ain't no just talker. They realize it is a pillar that they can't come with a power saw and cut down. I don't care if you're a criminal, I don't care if you're a murderer, I don't care if you're a kidnapper, it don't bother me. When they come for my son in November last year, I stood on my show and I alerted the public they tried to kidnap my son. A few days after I came back and I notified the public, I got the 4 of them. I got 3 of them blind and 1 dead, and I am not afraid to say it. That is my son. I made that decision. Don't play mad wrong me. I am not the type of man to play mad wrong. Because I would sit down in my prayer room and I would light my light and I invoke my spirit and I will chant my prayers. I didn't come to skin and grin. I come to help the TTPS clean up Trinidad and Tobago. Too much crime. How do we fix the crime? We deal with the issue. I come and I get my bills passed. Now I decided to launch differently. You see, like I said, I am not going to run down a bandit because when you go before the magistrate, he gets in bail and he coming out. So what I did, I asked for something. No bail for illegal firearm, no bail for repeat offender with firearm. Woo! Now we're coming after all you. I get my bill up, I get my legislation up, and now I'm launching a team behind all you. So when I catch all you, the magistrate cannot come and tell me, well, you know, we have to give them bail. No bail for you. And according to what my lawyer wants, no bail for anyone who rape a female under the age of 18. I will be having discussions on that. I tell you, I'm here to clean up Trinidad. Viewers, we're out of time for tonight, but a repeat of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Join us tomorrow night from 7 to 8 p.m. We'll talk with Saieed Ali. Viewers, be safe and enjoy your night.